You walk into a room where no one tells you the truth. Not because they're hiding something, but because that's your job now. Welcome to the agency. At the bottom, you're not a spy. You're not even close. You're just an analyst. A desk, 3 monitors, and an endless stream of data that never sleeps. You don't chase criminals. You stare at them, pixel by pixel, timestamp by timestamp. You rewind the same 12 seconds of CCTV footage 50 times until your brain melts and suddenly, something clicks. A face, a pattern, a mistake someone didn't know they made. And when you find it, you don't celebrate. You just quietly send it up, because no one cares who found it. They care what it leads to. After months, maybe years, you get promoted. Not because you're special, because you survived. Now you're a field support officer. You still sit behind screens, but now those screens are alive. You're talking to agents in real time. Your voice is the calm in their chaos. Turn left. Abort. You've got company. You hear their breathing, their panic, sometimes their last words. You learn something important here. Out there, they carry guns, but you carry consequences. Then one day they tap you on the shoulder, pack a bag. No more screens. Now you're the one being watched. You're a field agent. This is what you thought the job would be. Fast cars, fake names, locked doors. But no one tells you how quiet it is. Hours of waiting, days of pretending, smiling at people you don't trust, eating food that might be poisoned, sleeping with one eye open. And when things go wrong, they go wrong fast. A door slams, a gun appears, a decision, now or never. You don't think, you act. And afterward, when your hands are shaking and your heart feels like it's breaking out of your chest, no one hugs you. No one says, good job. They just send you somewhere else because you're replaceable until you're not. Eventually, you stop being the one kicking down doors. Now you're leading the people who do. You're a team leader, and suddenly every decision has a face attached to it. You don't just say go, you say go, knowing someone might not come back. You memorize your team's habits. Who hesitates? Who panics? Who hides it well? They trust you. That's the worst part. Because when something goes wrong, it's your voice they hear last. You start losing sleep, not because of fear, because of memory. Then comes the promotion you didn't ask for. Operations commander. You don't see the field anymore, not directly. You see maps, live feeds, red dots moving across digital cities. You orchestrate everything. Multiple teams, multiple risks, multiple outcomes. You don't say go, you say execute. It sounds cleaner that way. Up here, emotions are inefficient. You start talking in probabilities, percentages, acceptable losses. You tell yourself it's necessary, that someone has to make the hard calls. But every now and then, a name sticks. And you remember they had a family. Above you is a level you used to think didn't exist. Senior Intelligence Director. This is where the game changes. You're not reacting anymore. You're deciding what matters. Threats aren't just threats. They're political, strategic, sometimes convenient. You don't just stop bad things from happening. You decide which bad things are allowed to happen. And that realization, it changes you. You sit in rooms where no one raises their voice, not because they agree, but because power doesn't need volume. You sign papers that move millions of dollars, shift entire operations, erase people from systems like they never existed. And sometimes late at night you wonder, when did this stop being about right and wrong and start being about control? Then finally, there's the top, the director, the one person who sees everything and trusts no one. From the outside, it looks like power. From the inside, it feels like isolation. Every piece of information passes through you, every secret, every lie, every truth that can't be told. You know, things that would break people, start wars, end careers in seconds. You don't sleep much, not because you're busy, because you can't turn it off. Everyone smiles at you. No one is honest with you, because you taught them not to be. And here's the part no one tells you when you first walk into that room as a naive analyst staring at blurry footage. There is no finish line, no moment where you finally understand everything, no level where it becomes easy. It just gets heavier. The higher you go, the less human you're allowed to be. And one day, you'll sit alone in a silent office, looking at a decision that will change lives you'll never see, and you'll realize something terrifying. You've become the kind of person you used to analyze, and there's no one left above you to question it.